Jordan. Today we'll be talking about the art of recovering from failure. On this journey, you have to understand that we're all going to fail. We're all not going to get where we want to go at the beginning, but the process behind failure is amazing, and how we work through it is helpful to our success. Understand that everything we do, there's a process behind failure, and how we grow and develop through that failure is important. Number one, what we do, we got to take ownership for our actions. Understand why we failed. Understand the process behind why we failed. Whether it's your team, whether it's you, whether it's how you do your business practices. For example, I know many companies from the past that were so successful and they had so many different things a part of their team that made them successful. They had their accountants, they had their marketers, they had their promo, they had their employees, they had their resources where they would get their product from, but they didn't seem to understand the notion of long-term progression as a business owner. As we grow and understand that there's different things to success, understand that sometimes it only takes one thing for your company to crumble. But understanding that is important, and moving on and moving forward with your company and helping yourself is helpful for your success. And just understanding different processes of your company and your business that help you to be successful. For example, I know there's many entertainers and many celebrities and people of high social status that had accountants. And when they had accountants, the accountants took money from them, stole money from them that they didn't account for. And it took the celebrities years later to get another accountant to understand their financial situation and understand that they were railroaded. Money was taken from them. And as terrible as that sounds, it's like you have to have an accountant for another accountant. You have to understand that everyone has their own agendas in your process, especially if you're making numerous amounts of money from your business, from what you do, from your brand. And failure could set in because if you're trusting these people with your money and they're embezzling money for themselves from what you worked hard for, then you can lose your business. You can lose what you worked so hard for. Another example, I remember this famous boxer was talking about how he would make so much money from boxing, and he just gave it to somebody that he trusted, that person didn't really trust him, and that person took the money and invested it, when in reality that person took the money, spent the money, and now they're both broke. So understanding that these are things that could help you to not be successful, and it could really just stop you from success. It could stop you from the little success that you have, and now you have to start all over and build yourself back up. But it's okay. These things are here for us to understand that they're real. You're not gonna have success without failure. After all, the boxer ended up rebranding himself, starting a company for himself, going back into boxing after that happened, made money, and redeveloped himself. So we have to ask somebody. Also, number two, we have to ask somebody we trust about how we can get past failure, and that person will give their own advice upon how we can move forward and how we can grow. Never feel too scared to take advice from someone you trust, because they may know something about you that you may not know about yourself. They may not be hard on you about that situation that happened. So, sometimes it's easier said than done, but if you trust somebody and you know that person is helpful to your life and gives you amazing advice, take that advice. You don't know where it can lead you. Number three, forgive yourself. Understand that we all make mistakes. No one is perfect. Understanding on this journey that every mistake we make is greater triumph in the end. And every experience that we go through, we could lead somebody else to a better experience in their own life. If you went through an experience of having numerous amounts of money and then being broke, You can mentor the next generation who are already coming up and show them a way that helps them to not be in your situation when they're older. You know, people will just tell you, just save your money, save your money, save your money. But it's more than just saving money in this generation. Saving money, investing your money, placing your money in the best position possible to make more money, um, understanding other passive income ways to make money, um, how your bills can correlate with the money that you make, and how much money you have at the end of all your bills and all your expenses that you have to pay. These are things that help you to be successful. These are things that you can use to build success and avoid failure. Yes, when you begin, you're gonna fail. You're not gonna understand what you get into. But as you grow more and as you learn more about what you want to get into, you know, failure is decreased. Um, Ask yourself what you could have done better. Write it down. Assess the situation that you have. Understand that the situation that you have isn't unique. People get into these situations every day. Write down what you could have done better, how you could have done it better, when you could have done it better, who, what you wanted to pursue. Write down how you can grow from that thing, how you can learn more about that thing you wanted to pursue. And if you want to still pursue that thing, you know, as you grow older, career paths change. People change their career path. People change what they want to do based upon their circumstances, and seeing if it's relatable and if it makes sense. Sometimes what you want to pursue is a fantasy and not reality. Understand what you want to pursue has to be logical and it has to be a reality. You know, you can't want to pursue something that is out of the ordinary and you don't know the business behind that thing, because that's where failure comes into place. Understand what you want to pursue, understand how you can pursue it, and if it's realistic. Oftentimes we're not realistic with what we want to pursue, but that's okay. As we grow older and far older, we understand how the world works, how economics works, how building works, and how we can move forward to grow. Lastly, don't be too hard on yourself. Understand that you got to brush yourself off and get back out there. Yes, failure can hurt. It can make you sad. It can make you not feel like you want to be a part of life anymore, but brush yourself off, get back out there, see what you can do for yourself, and understand that you're not the only one faced with failure. Don't be embarrassed by a failure that you go through, but understand how you grow through that failure. Understand how you grow through it. Understand that you have many chances to be successful. You have many chances to work again. You have many chances to develop yourself. Don't let society tell you that after you fail, your life is over. We have a long life to live. And sometimes people don't understand that it's better that you fail at a young age than you failing at an older age. When you fail at an older age, your health deteriorates and it's not easier for you to come out of that failure. But once you're younger, you could come out of that failure with experience. Experience is the best teacher. Don't be too cool to learn anything and hear what someone else has to say. Be a student of the game. Always understand that people have been through experiences before you. So learning from other people's experiences can help you grow and develop as a strong person in society. Don't let society dictate what you want to do and how you can accomplish it. Be realistic and understand that your goals are for you. Whatever you fail at, you're gonna grow from that failure. If you fail at something and you understand and identify your failures early, you can be successful next time with that thing you want to pursue. Or if you want to pursue something else, you can be successful with that. You could always take your experience elsewhere and understand that experience is the best teacher. You know, even if you're working different types of jobs, you could bring that experience. So now that if somebody else asks you about that job, You can tell them about that job. You could tell them about different experiences. These are conversations we need to have with one another, because experience is the best teacher. And people don't know these things unless you tell them, especially young people coming into the world, understanding the world. If you tell them these things early, it's easier for them to navigate through society. But if these things aren't spoken of, they're just going to go through the same situations you went through. So it's best that we always encourage the youth, encourage the next generation, speak about our experiences to the next generation, so they have a sense of knowledge and understanding that this is the world that we live in, and always strive through failure. Recovering from failure isn't easy, but make it work for yourself. Get back out there, brush yourself off. You never know what life holds you. You never know what situation you may be placed in. And identifying the situation that you're placed in is important to daily success and future success. So I want to thank you guys today for watching. Like, subscribe, and just know that if you failed at anything, there's always chances for you to get back up and do something else. Just get back up, keep grinding and growing. Peace.